Yo, what is up, guys? SavageBoy23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my NBA prediction and my NBA thoughts and opinions for today. Alright, we only had one game yesterday. We're going to have two games today. But yeah, before we get into it, can you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me guys what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. And please guys, watch more of my videos, please, and thank you. Now this game here, everybody had to watch this game somehow in some way, right? On the TV or in person. Now this game here in the first half, and when I tell you what happened in this first half, I don't think anybody wanted to talk about it. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they didn't have a player in the game. They missed one of their players. What was on the game? I think his name is Jared Allen, something like that. Didn't play last night, and who even knows when's the next time he'll be on the court. But when they were down by 18, I was like, oh my god. Cleveland, don't do this to me. Cleveland Cavaliers, don't do this for me. Do not get swept, or not even swept, get knocked out in the first round by the Orlando Magic. Now, don't get me wrong. The Wagner brothers and Paolo Banchero, they have been amazing players. They are amazing players. And hopefully someday they do bring a championship to Orlando. But yesterday wasn't their time. Yesterday was not their day. In the second half, everything went downhill for them. They were shooting shots in the first half, threes, twos, whatever you want to call it. And the Cleveland Cavaliers were in foul trouble. A few players had 4 fouls, 5 fouls, something like that. In the second half, the Cavs started coming out of the locker room. At the end of the second quarter, they started saying, you know what, we're going to get closer to this game. And that's what they certainly did. Donovan Mitchell, Spider Mitchell, whatever everybody calls you, you have been a great leader for these Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't care what anybody says. People could say it was Donovan Mitchell. People could say it's Darius Garland. People could say it's Max Strus. No. It's none of them. It's one of them. It is Spider Mitchell putting this team on his back when he needs it most. He's been an amazing player. He dropped 50 points against these Orlando Magic in one game before and lost. That was in Game 6. And you want to sit here and say that Donovan Mitchell cannot run a team? Show me the odds where he can't run a team. Spider Mitchell lives for these kind of moments. If Spider Mitchell has great players around him like he does right now, and great players from the future, from now till the future, Spider Mitchell can win a ring. And don't be surprised if this guy lands in LA or lands in New York or lands on any other team next season, or maybe he possibly stays in Cleveland, bring a championship to Cleveland. The Spider Mitchell is a great, phenomenal player. And I don't know why people are not looking at the facts that Donovan Mitchell shows up and shows out when you want him to. And even if you say you don't want him to show up, he will still show up. You look at these players now in the playoffs. Some players show up, some players don't. Look at the regular season. Some players didn't show up. I'm saying that facts right now. So, Spider Mitchell, you have a big task, and it's not just you. You have a big task in hands coming tomorrow or Wednesday, whatever the case may be. You are playing against Jason Tatum and the Celtics. No dinkus pinkus. from now to the future of the playoffs for the Celtics. Now, I'm not going to sit here and rave about the Celtics no matter how bad I want to, but we're going to have to wait for tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay? I want to say this loud and clear. Orlando Magic, you did good. You did amazing. You did good in the first half. Second half, I don't know where you were. And this one player that I want to talk about, and I don't know if anybody saw this, but I was looking at it really closely, and I thought it wasn't true until it actually happened. Did you guys see, not just Orlando players, did you guys see Paulo Banchero shoot every shot in the first half? 3, 2, whatever the case may be. Then when it comes down to the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, starting to the fourth, this guy was bricking every shot he could, left from right. And it's just not Paulo Banchero. The Orlando Magic team could not hit a shot for some reason in that fourth. They couldn't hit a 3, they couldn't hit a 2. Okay? Max Strus, in that third or fourth, or maybe into that second, you showed up and you showed out when you really needed to. That's what I want to see from these Cleveland Cavaliers. But the Orlando Magic, you had your time, you had your moment, now your season comes to an end. We don't see you until next basketball season. Hopefully you guys get better. Hopefully you guys get better talent. Just have fun in the off season. See what you guys are going to end up at, and see what kind of players you're going to have on your team. Say your team is scary. But the main focus right now is the Cleveland Cavaliers did the amazing thing. If people are saying, why aren't you talking about the Cleveland or why are you not talking about Orlando that much, it's because they ended their season yesterday. Cav moves on to round 2. And let me say this to each and every fan base out there and each and every fan out there. We had one Game 7, right? Everybody said this is not a good series. Everybody said that, from my friends to everybody in the NBA world. This is not a good series. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to go out there and sweep the Orlando Magic, right? We didn't see that. Matter of fact, this was the last game remaining in round 1. So if anybody has jokes to say it. Because it's not going to be funny at the end of the day. Because you know why? The Orlando Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers were the last 2 teams in round 1. Now, Orlando Magic at least said they made it to Game 7. Not like the Los Angeles Lakers. Not like the Phoenix Suns. Not like any other team out there. So, yeah. Congratulations to Orlando Magic team. They made it farther than any other team that came into the playoffs for round 1 this season. So, jokes, they're not funny. They're not cool. So, yeah. Orlando, you did an amazing thing. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, you didn't, because I would lie. But no, you did amazing. You went from Game 1 to Game 7. And everybody said in Game 1, the Cavs are going to sweep the Orlando Magic. Didn't look like that in my head, because Orlando's pretty good at home. On the road, I don't know where they are. Maybe they left their luggages. Maybe they left themselves in Orlando and brought duplicates of themselves. I don't know, because Orlando's not that good of a team on the road. I just want to point that out to everybody. I just want to say that right now. But you did an amazing job. You did the unthinkable of going to a Game 7, win or go home. And the funny part was, you were up by 18 in the first half. And when I said 18 is over, and then the announcer that was playing or talking about the game said, as he said something about every fan base out there, or he said something about both of these fan bases. I want to tell you something. If you see a team, your own team that has a big lead, just be happy, because it might not last for long. And that announcer's right. In the playoffs, it's a way different atmosphere. It's a way different fans bases. It's way different players. The The Orlando Magic got the first taste of a playoff, and now they know how to have fun in it, and that's good. They did what they had to do. But when you had that 18-point lead, I was like, "Yep, GG's, it's over." I still tuned into it. I did, and then I came and I saw the Orlando Magic Cleveland Cavaliers come out of that locker room, and I said, "Cavs, if you go out here and you lose on your home floor and you get eliminated to the playoffs, before this game is over, Donovan Mitchell is going to request a trade before the game is over." I said that in my head. I said, if the Cleveland Cavaliers lose this game, and they lose by 10, they lose by 1, they lose by 2, whatever the case may be, Donovan Mitchell is going to request a trade before this game ends. So they all got into a little meeting, and they said, you know what, we're going to finish this game out. We don't want Donovan Mitchell to leave. That's what they certainly did. But Cavs, you got to move on to round 2. I can't wait to get into that matchup. Oh my God. But yeah, man, other than that, man, this was a great game. It sucks how there was only one game yesterday, and what felt odd to me was there was one game, and out of any time they put the game on, they have to put it on super early in the morning. Isn't that kind of odd? Usually when you watch games, right, and if there's one game, everybody watches that at night. Or not even at night, like close to midnight, you know? That's what I think. Honestly, I mean, NBA is NBA. I know what everyone's going to say. Cleveland, LA have different time zones. Everybody, I know what's going to say the time zones were hitting it hard. But to be honest, this game should not be super early in the morning. Nobody should be getting up at that time to watch basketball playoffs. Don't get me wrong, I did it. I'm just saying in general, nobody wants to get up that early in the morning to watch a playoff game. Pointing that out. So you should have put it on at like 12, 2, 4, something like that. Not 10 or 9 or 11, Somewhere close. That's just what I think. I don't know, but you guys can tell me in the comments. But yeah, man, this was a great game. So, yeah. I can't believe the Cavs almost lost this game and narrowed it down by 18. But anyways, I'm happy they won, so they move on. Alright, I'm going to give you guys my NBA prediction for today. If you guys can, please like, subscribe, comment down below. And tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Alright, I've been waiting for these games. You don't know how bad I was waiting for these games. The Pacers against the Knicks. Tyrese Halliburton against Jalen Brunson. Now, I told you guys that I will get into this matchup. The reason why the Pacers won in that round 1 is because, let me tell you the reason why. Let me spit some wisdom back to you guys. Giannis wasn't 100%. Giannis missed a game. 1 or 2 games. Whatever the case may be, right? Missed the game, okay? No Giannis. Giannis was not playing in this series. He got hurt before the playoffs. Okay? Then the Bucks and the Pacers play each other. It's not like we haven't seen that, right? I feel like this season it has been Pacers Bucks this whole season. Then they play each other in the playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton goes off in one game, falls off next game. You got lucky against the Bucks. Let's just say that. You got lucky. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to say congratulations. You got lucky. Because you know why I say you got lucky? If Giannis was 100%, if Dame Adala was 100%, you would be sitting at home on the sofa. You would. Not the Bucks at this case. Not this instance. You would. If Giannis was playing, you would win for the Bucks. The Bucks would win. You would lose. You would go home, sit on the sofa, and look for next season. So I just want to tell this to Pacers fans and Pacer players. You're not beating the Knicks. And I could be wrong, I could be right, but I'm going to say I'm going to be right on this one because, I want to. The Pacers are not getting a win against these New York Knicks. The Pacers are a horrible, horrible team in the NBA. The only reason why they made it to the playoffs is because they had Siakam. And Siakam has playoff he was good in the playoffs. Now, does Pacers fans really think they can bring an NBA championship to Indiana? I'll tell you this loud and clear. I will tell you this loud and clear. You're not bringing a championship to Indiana. You're gonna get swept. You're gonna get bounced out of the second round. Whatever the case may be. Because you know why? Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Hartenstein, OG Anunoby, all the New York Knicks players, and all of the New York Knicks fan bases, they're going to be rooting hard. And this game is played in New York. So if it's played in New York, it's going to get wild. I cannot wait until the Pacers get bounced in the second round. I cannot wait so I can come on here and say I was right. I don't care if this goes to a game 7. I don't care if this goes to a game 5, a game 4. I don't care what it goes to. Because I know for 100%, 1,000%, whatever you want to say, Jalen Brunson, a great player on the New York Knicks uniform, he's not going to get bounced out in the second round. He's not going to get swept in the second round. He's not going to be sitting on the sofa watching another team in the playoffs. He wants to play in the playoffs because he knows how much New York reps New York Knicks. And it's going to be a great game. It's going to be competitive. But again, this is one game. There's a lot more games played. But I want to say this loud and clear. Knicks, I need you to go out here. And I need you to show up and show out. Jalen Brunson, I need you to do me a favor. Go off on Tyrese Halliburton. I want you to show that Tyrese Halliburton is not a great player. Tyrese Halliburton is not a great player. And I want to point this out to each and every fan base out there. Tyrese Halliburton's not a great player. He's never a role model in the NBA. He's never been a face of the NBA. And I don't care what anybody says. You can say he's young. I don't care what you say. Even if he's not a Pacers player, I would still not root for him. Tyrese Halliburton has like one of the worst three-pointer shots in the NBA. And the Knicks are a way better team. Not just saying that because I'm rooting for them and they're my favorite team that I root for. But I'm just saying, Jalen Brunson is going to own him left and right. He's going to bully him around. Now, I know what people are going to say. Hartenstein, right? Mitchell Robinson, right? Julius Randle, right? Who do they got on the Pacers to guard those players? Julius Randle's not playing. Julius Randle's out for the season. I said that before. But if Julius Randle was playing in this game, he would be going left and right on the Pacers in the playoffs. I'm just saying that now. But I want to say this. Siakam, you're not going to get too happy when you get bounced out in the second round. You're gonna be sitting on that sofa, wishing that your team is in the playoffs. You're going to want to wish you never joined the Pacers from the start. Jalen Brunson's going to put you on the sofa so you can request another trade, right? That's what he's going to do. He's going to put you on the sofa so you can watch him on TV. All I'm saying is this is going to be a very easy game, in my opinion. But again, other people can say this can be a fun game. I'd rather say the 76ers series was a way better game than moving on to play the Pacers. I'm just saying that now. Because to be honest, this is going to be a great game. I just don't know if it's going to be as fun. Because you see Tyrese Haliburton, you're like, okay, he's mid. He's not a good player. You see Jalen Brunson, you're like, oh, this is easy work. This is light work out here for him. You know? That's what I think. Maybe other people think it too. I just want to say this to New York Knicks fans all around the world. Don't fear the Pacers. The Pacers are not a scary team. With no Siakam, they wouldn't even make it to the playoffs. Without Siakam, they wouldn't beat the Bucks. I'm saying that loud and clear. Siakam helped the Pacers to beat the Bucks. It wasn't Tyrese Haliburton. It wasn't anybody else. Tyrese Haliburton did his thing, right? He had some choke games here and there, right? Some little mess ups in the game, right? And I know people are going to say it's not his fault. Who are you going to blame? The team? Okay, once you blame the team, who are you going to blame it on? Tyrese Haliburton. He's starting to mess up. And I don't know if anybody knows that. And I don't care what you guys can say. This is his first time in the playoffs. This is his first time, so he's getting jitters. And that doesn't care. Look at Orlando. They went to a game 7. A game 7. And the Pacers went to a game 5, game 6 if I'm correct. They didn't go to a game 7 with the Bucks. Nobody thought the Orlando Magic was going to go to a game 7. Only them. So I'm saying that now. So do you guys really think that this game here is going to a game 7? I will tell you strongly agree. My opinion. This is going to be a sweep for the New York Knicks. This is easy work. This is light work, is what NBA players call it. Whatever the case may be. I'm just saying this loud and clear. Tyrese Haliburton. I'm saying this loud and clear. Or if you want to say Pacers players, whatever you want to say, you're going to get bullied around in this game. You're going to want to wish you never played the Knicks. You're going to want to wish you lost against the Bucks. I'm just speaking that now. I'm just saying that now. Pacers fans, good luck in the playoffs. I don't see you going to a game 7. All I can see is the sweep, maybe a game 6. But other than that, I got Knicks in 4 in this. I got the Knicks sweeping the Pacers. So if anybody's wondering what do I have, that's what I have. I have the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, sweeping Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers in 4. Game 4. It's the last game. Pacers are going home. There's not going to be a game 5, game 6, game 5, game 7. There's none of that. It's going to be a game 4. Knicks win here. Knicks win next game. Then they win in Indiana. They win in that one. And then boom, it's over. So I'm not worried. If the New York Knicks come out like how they did against the 76ers start, I'm going to be really disappointed because I need them. This really pisses me off. I don't know if anybody's been seeing this. I've seen it in some games in the regular season, and I've seen it in the playoffs. When you come out, and I'm saying this to each team in the playoffs and each team for next season. Don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm going to say it. I know people have been saying it a lot more, but I'm going to say it again. Come out with better pace. Start coming out with shots. Start defensing good. Don't go out here and shooting bricks like Russell Westbrook. I need you to start shooting threes. I need you to start going for 2s. I need you to do good defense. Do not bounce it off. Do not hit brick like Russell Westbrook does. Okay? We don't want another Westbrook in the playoffs. He's been eliminated in round 1. Why do we want another Russell Westbrook on the Knicks or the Pacers? I'm trying to make this a really good series. But I know people are going to say, how is it a good series if you say the Knicks are going to win in 4? I just see it happening. The Pacers are not that good of the Knicks. The Knicks are better than the Pacers in fast paints, defense, three-pointers. They even have a better... Okay, I'll give the Pacers a good thing, okay? Maybe one good thing. Maybe one or two things. Maybe their bench is okay, better than the New York Knicks bench. I'm going to say that now. But when you have Bruce McBride over here shooting threes left and right, you can't stop him. When you have DiVincenzo over here shooting like Michael Jordan over here, you can't stop him. When you have Tyrese Halliburton shooting threes like the ugliest three-pointers in the NBA history type, you might as well not even defense him because he's going to miss those. All I'm just saying is the only thing that you guys got good out of this season is Siakam. That's it. That's the only thing I can say. You're not gonna. You got lucky against the Bucks. I'm saying that now, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you go and say, "Oh, we beat the Bucks regardless with no Giannis or no Damian Lillard." Then people are gonna look at you and say, "You had no Giannis in that game." Imagine if Giannis was in that series. The Bucks would be advancing. The Pacers would be sent home. Right now, we would be talking about Pacers, Knicks. We would be talking about Bucks, Knicks. If the Bucks advanced and Giannis didn't get hurt. I'm just saying that loud and clear. So, yeah. There's all different parts that you can cut into and talk about it. But I just want to say this loud and clear. Pacers, you're going to try everything you can. Kick, scratch, claw, whatever you want to do. But the Knicks are going to come out, show up and show out. Maybe they might be terrible in the first half. But they'll come out in that third. Start shooting left and right. All I'm saying. You saw what they did against the 76ers? What makes you think they can't come out and do that to the Pacers? Just saying that now. So, yeah. And refs, do me a favor. Because we all know what happened in that last series. The 76ers, there were some fouls and you missed it. This game here, can we have some better refs? Please, that's all we're asking. If the NBA just listens to their fan base, I'm telling you right now, the NBA would be a lot better to watch. It would be more fun to watch if we didn't have unfair refs. I'm just being honest. You can't tell me that in Game 6, if I'm correct, was it Game 6 or Game 5, whatever the case may be, in Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey should be at the free throw to go to overtime, right? Can't tell me that? I'm just pointing that out. So, if we see the same call we did against the Pacers and the Knicks, or Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton, and there's no call on each team, a lot of people are going to be upset, including me, and I'll be talking about it. So refs, we're going to keep a close eye on you and see what you do. Because you have been dropping the ball huge. You've been missing some big calls. Especially last game against these two teams I'm about to talk about. So, yeah. It's going to be a good game. I got Knicks in 4. So, New York Knicks fans, let's get excited and let's see what we do in this game. Game 1 for this one. Alright, this is game 2. Let's talk about this game here. There was some unfair call in this. 100%. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, Karl Anthony Towns. You guys are impressive. Starting Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Porter, and I forgot what his name was. Whatever the case may be, the whole Nuggets got shut out in game 1. Now, Flaker fans, I know this is going to be a comeback. I know you don't want me to talk about it, but I got to. I just have to. If the Flaker fans see the Nuggets get knocked out in round 2 by the Timberwolves, Laker fans are going to be happy. Me, on the other hand, I'm not going for the Nuggets. I'm going for the Timberwolves in 6. I'm still sticking with my I'm still sticking with my number because Anthony Edwards showed up and showed out. That man put up 43 points in that game. What would he put up tonight? 50, 60, 70? You never know. Anthony Edwards, this team sky's the limit with you. If you go off in one game, this team will go off. If you fall one game, they will fall with you. Because you're becoming a great player. I don't know why people are calling you the face of the next NBA league. I think that's way out of shot. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of you. Don't get me wrong. Do I just think that you're the face of the NBA? I would love to. I would love to say it. But, we'll see. But, yeah. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Josh Porter. Make this a great series. Make this a game that nobody's going to forget. There's one thing I wanted to say. I forgot what it was. I want to say this. Has this been a good series so far for everybody? Everybody said round 1 was really good, right? I thought round 2 was going to be horrible. Well, actually, for one game, the Pacers. I really wanted to be the Bucks Knicks. I really wanted to be like that, but no, round 2 is really good. I'm excited for round 3, that last and final round. So we'll see what's gonna happen in that one. But I got Timberwolves in 6. I'm still gonna be sticking with my number there. My thoughts on that. I know people are gonna say you don't want to give the Nuggets one more shot. We saw what happened. Anthony Edwards played in Denver, right? He went off with the altitude, right? Is what everybody wants to say. Just because the Los Angeles Laker fans can't beat the Denver Nuggets doesn't mean other teams can't beat them too at home. So you got to put respect on Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is the player for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards is going to be the face, or might be the face, of the NBA. Anthony Edwards, I do want to see an NBA championship with you in a Minnesota Timberwolves jersey, or maybe another team. But there's a lot of teams out there that I want to see a championship with, like Jalen Brunson, Knicks, Anthony Edwards, Timberwolves. There's a lot of great teams out there. SGA and the Thunder, Luka, Dallas, there's a lot of great teams out there that can own one or have one. We just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Timberwolves in 6. I am going to end the video here. You guys tell me in the comments 2 games today. You guys tell me who's gonna win these games today, and tell me what team do you think will go into game 1 through game 7. But other than that, this was a great series. Yeah, I'll be tuning into all of these games. So yeah, please again, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me, guys, what your guys' favorite team is, and tell me what team do you think will bring the NBA championship home. Please again, guys, watch more of my videos, please, and thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.